Alright guys, back at another retention video. Today we're covering advice I would give myself if I was relearning retention, if I was restarting. So this is advice if you're first starting off and you stumbled upon a couple retention videos and you're like, okay, well, is this actually true? Does this actually happen? So this is the advice I would give you, is essentially watch these retention videos. Obviously you're going to come across ones that have like timelines or benefits, and those ones you kind of want to pay attention to. Essentially the thing you have to keep in mind is the timeline videos. Some of the benefits that they list are kind of exaggerated, or they never happen, or they happen just to those certain people. And when you do come across these benefits, which there are certain benefits, a lot of people in the community know there are benefits. Essentially, the benefits you guys are going to probably, the most common ones is energy, being determined, being driven, feeling just good in general, being positive. You're going to start noticing that you become a little bit more tuned. And then you have the other benefits, which it kind of varies from person to person, just because it's like the female attraction. You'll have some videos mention that the female attraction, that women will just naturally be drawn to you, which there is some truth to that. You are different, you display a level of confidence, which is another benefit, confidence. But essentially you do display it. But the thing that they forgot to mention is essentially, hey, if you're not attractive or you're not good looking, honestly, that female attraction probably isn't going to happen. You'll notice that you're able to hold eye contact more, and that's due to the confidence. Your testosterone is going to increase as well. There's tons and tons of benefits. So obviously there's benefits that you guys are going to experience. My recommendation is, if you're first starting off, give it some time. Don't expect to see benefits right away, and also realize that these timeline videos, some of them may be accurate, other ones may be a little bit off, and that's why I try coming from a non-biased perspective. I try being logical with it. I try giving you guys my honest thoughts, my honest opinions, and of course they're just my personal thoughts and personal opinions. But then a lot of other people, they're like, oh, I noticed that, or I know what you mean. And so it means that, hey, other people are talking about the same thing. So realize and compare, like, hey, these certain little people mention these benefits and these other people mention those benefits, and some of them overlap. The ones that overlap are probably actual benefits that you'll probably notice. The other thing is giving advice, like if I was telling myself, is do retention for yourself. Honestly, I started learning about retention for the female attraction. I was like, hey, it's an easy way to start attracting women into your life, which honestly, it's an added bonus, but you should be focusing on the core qualities that attract women naturally. So if you're just trying to attract women, honestly, there's so many other better ways, in my honest opinion, that will actually increase your chances. Of course, doing both of them, it's going to give you the best results, but I would emphasize on working out, becoming in shape, becoming the best possible shape you can, become attractive, and you're going to be better than the vast majority of people. You're going to be better than your competition. So if you're doing it just for that, I would honestly just not even do it and just go start working out. Of course, if you do retention, you know, it increases your testosterone. I actually noticed you get a little bit stronger in the gym, and other people have noticed that as well, is that you're able to push a little bit more weight, or you become a little bit more focused and you're able to push more weight. I don't know the exact scientific reasoning why that is. There's not a whole lot of scientific research as well on retention, which I find that a little interesting, because there's a bunch of research on releasing your seed or wasting it, but there's not really any research on retaining it. So hopefully that kind of makes sense for you guys, is that, you know, they're trying to promote one narrative, but then they don't show you the other side, the other sock on the other foot. So it's something that you guys got to keep in mind and be logical with it. Why is it that they're not showing this? Another thing I would mention is, if you end up rescinding your streak, don't get mad at yourself, don't get down, or you know, just be disappointed. It happens from time to time. It's something that happens to the best of everybody, and just realize that, hey, I'm gonna do better next time. Or if not, come up with a strategy. Oh, okay, well, this is where I'm resetting, and this is the time of day I'm resetting. you know, just get out of that pattern. Realize, hey, I need to hit a month or 2 months, whatever your guys' goal is. If you guys are trying to see like the vast majority of benefits, I would recommend you guys go at least minimum 1 month. Try doing 2 months. Obviously, the more time that goes by, the better. Also, you're gonna hit a flatline stage, which the timeline videos, sometimes they get them right, sometimes they get them wrong. But essentially, the whole concept of the flatline is pretty much accurate. This is where you're gonna not really see any benefits. It's just because you get so used to them. The benefits are there, and you guys will realize this. I had a viewer actually comment recently, which is actually relatable. I know so many other people, like on YouTube videos and all that, essentially say like as soon as you reset your streak, that's when you notice you had benefits, like especially when you're in a flatline. The other thing is, limit the amount of content you guys watch on this topic, just because like it gets you a little bit thinking, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna notice this benefit, I'm gonna notice that benefit, and then you just get a little bit distracted. You also get a little bit overwhelmed as well. Just watch a few content creators that you think that are the best on this topic, and just start listening to the things that they talk about and see if you notice it for yourself. Be like, oh, okay, well, I noticed that after the first 3 to 5 days, my brain fog goes away. I actually start thinking a whole lot clearer. I'm actually more confident. I'm not as clumsy. Whatever it is, you guys are going to start comparing yourself to these videos that you guys watch and be like, okay, well, I watched this timeline video and I think it was very off because they mentioned so many benefits that I didn't even see, but then there was this one benefit that I did see. So I guess there is some truth to it, but then there's also some false things about it as well. So make sure you guys are reflecting to what you're actually seeing. So compare the results basically from the videos to yourself, and realize that, give it a week or two, because I think a lot of timeline videos, and this is my personal opinion, they're off. Like they'll be like, okay, well, you're gonna see this benefit on day 14. It doesn't happen like that. It happens when it happens. So like the thing with the female attraction and all that, it does happen. You do have to be somewhat good looking, but it's not like it's happening every single day or every single week. Maybe it happens once a month, once every 3 months, once every 6 months, once a year. It's different for everybody. It also depends on your lifestyle. If you're outgoing, you're going to go new places, new experiences, of course you're going to increase your chances because you're interacting with a whole lot more people. But if you're somebody that just stays home and you watch YouTube all day, or you're watching videos all day, essentially you're not going to really notice that attraction. You kind of have to put yourself out there as well. So it's something that you have to be realistic with yourself. Come from a logical perspective. Hey, it's a possibility that I could notice these benefits, or I could notice this, but I have to be doing this. I need to be getting consistent sleep, because like a lot of people, they don't realize this. Like honestly, the one with the energy benefit, so the energy, you're gonna notice, you're gonna feel like more vibrant. You're gonna be waking up in the middle of the night and you're gonna just feel like, hey, I can go and get stuff done. But essentially, a lot of people don't realize, hey, I need to be consistent with my sleep. And if I get a bad night's of rest, it's going to affect me, and it's going to make me tired and sleepy, and of course I'm not going to feel that benefit on that day. Also, there will be days where you don't feel benefits. They'll be like, okay, well, I noticed benefits for the last 2 days, but then this week I haven't noticed any benefits. And then they started noticing more and more benefits start showing up. So honestly, have your expectations pretty low. That's all I'm just trying to get at. That's the best advice I can give you guys, is with the timeline videos. Just give it time, compare it to yourself, and be like, okay, well, I noticed those benefits, and this is how it's the way how it is. Well, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to smash that like button, and I'll go in and catch you guys in the next video.